Get your mama's racing stream.
This is VRN, your trusted leader in e-motorsports.
All right, welcome back, Vigilante Nation. This is the VRN Network coming to you live from virtual Fort Worth, Texas for round 8 of the Vanquish ARCA Series. My name is Alan Vaught, and I'll be bringing you all of the racing action here tonight. And as always, I want to thank my beautiful and talented wife, Lori, up in the booth for managing the race and keeping our drivers on point. We also invite you to join the conversation in the live chat this evening, where we'll feature your comments on the air, provided that they are safe for work and reflect the level of sportsmanship we expect from our community. Please feel free to support your favorite driver, but do so in a respectful manner and without disparaging others. And with that, folks, we're going to get into the session details for tonight's race here at Texas. So we're running 133 laps. That's 200 virtual miles. They have it limited on their fuel to 55%. They have 3 additional sets of tires over the wall, so it'll be 4 total for the race. 1 fast repair for this series, and the incident count is set to 25 and 6. As always, iRacing controls the cautions, lucky dogs, and the waiver rounds. And right now, we are into the 8th round of 13, and the championship points are as they're seen on the screen here, with Dylan Bryant being your current leader with 184 points, followed very closely by the number 12 of John Shanebacher at 183. In third place is Jacob Alicia, 176. P4 is Chris Goins at 175, and rounding out your top 5 in points is the number 22, Aaron Warren, with 169 points. So very close championship battle right here as we're halfway through the season, just a bit over. Transition over here to the main screen. These drivers are in the qualifying session right now. As soon as I pull this up for you, see who's still out there on track. I only think a few are. John Shanebacher right there in that total machine, making his qualifying run. Get you some atmospherics for tonight. Pull this up for you. The weather tonight's going to be pretty mild. We're looking at 81 degrees for your ambient temperature. Track temp's only 4 degrees hotter at 85. 46% humidity. The average wind speed is 10 miles per hour out of the southeast, and we're under partly cloudy skies. For your onboard cameras tonight, you have 4. And I'll double check that to make sure no one else joined. Yes, you have 4 onboard cameras with the 01 of Kelly Kill, the 023 of Scott Roney, the 68 machine of Dustin Wade, and the 81 of Jonathan Osborne. We'll get a chance to check those out. As for penalties from last week's race at Kentucky, you have only one. That's the 01 car of Kelly Keel. He'll start from the back of the grid. As you see, they're wrapping up qualifying now. We'll get your grid up here as soon as they start to pop in. Well, here we go. So, top of the board, Trevor Robertson takes the pole. Albert Anderson is second. Jacob Alicia is third. James Lee, fourth. Fifth place, Dylan Bryant. Sixth is Chris Goins. Seventh, John Shanebuckler. Eighth is Dustin Wade. Ninth, Mike Adamson. Gordon Spain brings home the top 10. Scott Roney's in 11th. 12th is Andrew Cawthon. Tom Barish is 13th. 14th, George Rancon. 15th, Dave Mayberry. Timmy McAdams in 16th, Jonathan Osborne 17th, 18th is John Gallagher, 19th Mike Everidge, Scott Milner in 20th, Jesse Redding in 21st, 22nd Luke Chadwick, 23rd Kelly Kill, and your final starting position is Dylan Simmons in 24th position. You see they're starting to line up there on pit lane, getting ready to roll out for the start of this race.
Have fun.
Thank you, Miss Lori. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good, sweetie.
Here we go.
Have fun.
See you guys out there in the chat. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. We're live here every Wednesday and Friday night for this league. There's the Premier Series on Wednesday night. And then tonight's ARCA Series is the Vanquish Series. Both races kick off at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also hit the notification bell because we have special events. Like tomorrow, we're running the Sebring 12 at noon Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to check out some sports car racing at the Sebring 12-hour endurance race with 2 different teams that the Vigilante Racing League is fielding, tune in at that time frame. Come in, watch a bit, come back later. We take all comers. All right, so we're rolling out here. You're going to see this first start of the race is going to be with the flag man. So that's going to happen. Afterwards, if any restart we have will be with the leader once they get inside the restart zone. Looking forward to this race. I think if we get a few laps under our belt green, it has the potential to go green the entire way. See Lori out there in the chat talking to a few of our folks. Welcome Amanda Wade. See how well the 68 does here tonight. We're watching this pace car is going to pull off in the pit lane here. And in control of the start over to, I think it's Barry the flagman. I forget what iRacing named the flagman. Either way, I'm going to get us started.
Green flag, green flag.
And we are green. There we go. Gets away clean so far. Robertson has the advantage going down into 1 and 2. You got 99 holding very strong on the outside line, trying to keep his momentum up in that Pennzoil machine. Right next to that wall of cold tires. Man, it's just sitting in there. He's trying to gain second place here over the 31. Looks like he's probably going to get there. Maybe not. That bottom, wrap at the bottom there, 31 Alicia is bringing it around now. Battle's on for second. '51's looking to put his nose up into the mix here. Superman, Dylan Bryant. Followed closely by that Toyota factory machine of James Lee. This is the battle right here. They know how key this track position is going to be. I know 99 is doing a fantastic job holding that outside momentum. And he may be able to clear the 31 this time. He does. 31's trying to fight back again on the inside. And still there. 99's out front now. Gets loose though. He's loose in the corner. Oh, no, he's going to go around, baby. Goes down pit lane. Through the grass, saves it. Incredible save, but unfortunate for the 99 that he got loose coming out of that corner. He's just hard fighting on the outside. Maybe got the rear tires a little bit hot. He's asking for a black flag to be cleared now because he did clip the edge pit lane, and now we have Chris Goins perhaps involved in an incident as the yellow flag does now come out. We'll go back and we'll take a look and see what happened to Chris in the number 1 machine. That was an incredible battle there to start the race off, and 99 got a little bit sideways. Really fortunate not to tear up his race car. They do have one fast repair tonight. That's the standard for this series, so they have a mulligan if they do find themselves in trouble. But you don't want to use it this early in a 133 lap event. Go take a look at Chris Goins and see what happened here. So he's the number 1 machine, like I mentioned, right there. Let's go behind, a little different look here. Oh, it's just snapped. So he gets into the corner. This is right after the incident here. 99 is kind of starting to go around. Chris has got a head of steam, backs it off, but doesn't run over to 31, who lost all of his momentum there. Still doesn't seem to have his car up to speed, and there's contact. Then the 1 is sideways, and I can't tell if it's a little bit of net code that punched him up or his front tires just gripped and shot him out towards that outside retaining wall. Does he say, oh, just a bit of contact? Could have been a lot worse, folks. A lot worse. As you see, they're making their way down the pit lane now. Some people are. Let's see, most of these guys are staying out here. From George Rincon on back. See, George, Dave Mayberry, Albert Anderson, Osborne, Everidge, Redding, Chadwick, Gallagher, Milner, Cool, Goins, Hawthorne, all on pit lane. I think Dylan Simmons is maybe, where's he at? Not on the track right now. I don't think he actually made the session. He must have been in the practice, but didn't actually make the session. So we have 23 cars on track. But right now, your leaders at 6 machine of Trevor Robertson, followed by Dylan Bryant. James Lee is 3rd. Dustin Wade is in 4th. Mike Adamson rounds out your top 5. Okay, just looking around here a little bit. So, only 6 laps into this, we have our first caution. I don't think it's going to be, hopeful it's not going to be a caution fest. Like I mentioned, I think they'll probably get in a rhythm here, and we'll get a lot of green flag running. Now, it could go either way. This depends on the mood of the drivers here tonight. Should see these lights go out on top of the pace truck, or pace car, rather. Still under yellow. And the lights are out now, which means we're going to go green the next time we come around to the flag stand. So let me know in the chat who you think is going to win this thing. Who has the advantage? I think, in my estimation, it's probably a little too soon to call. Trevor Robertson was your pole sitter. Certainly fast tonight. I see Albert Anderson Sr. out there. Go get him, son. Yeah, he's got a little work cut out for him now, Senior, but yeah, you know your boy. He's gonna come flying through the field here. He's fast at Texas. Told us last week during the interview he's really looks forward to racing at Texas. Enjoys this track. DM Kitchen out there saying let's go. I think Kitchen and Grill. I think you guys are pulling for Albert as well, if I'm not mistaken. Lori said the flag name, man's name is Bob. Well, I mean, that's as good as anything. I think it was Barney. But I'll look it up. Inquiring minds want to know. Yes, it is Barney, the virtual flagger in iRacing.
Green flag.
Here we go. We're back to green. Great launch by the 6 machine. He just gets way out there in front of the 54 and the 51. Now that battle is on for second place again. This is where the action's been so far here tonight with only under 10 laps. Oh, 68's making a run towards this outside as well. '51's got second place. Now it's the third position is challenged between the 68 and the 54. But that outside line will prevail. But it might take a minute like it did at the beginning of the race. Now the 68's got to be careful. Kind of like the 99, you are really having to sling your car into the corner there to make that stick, and he does. 31's making a challenge coming back up through here as well. He was involved in that early incident, that caution between him and the 99, which really kind of wasn't those guys who brought out the caution. It was a subsequent event that was associated with it. 51 is in second, 68 solidly in third there. That 31 machine is coming. They get settled down here, so we'll go through the field so you can see where your favorite driver's running. Starting to get pretty much aligned. There he goes. Track map fine. Finally registered there. So just to orient you to the track map, if you see that number 3 on your screen, that means we're looking at third place. That's why it is circled and highlighted in that green outer edge circle. 68's going for second place here. And he has it. The 51's into the wall out there. Dustin Wade is feeling looking very fast here tonight. A little higher line than you would expect, but he's the 31 is going to challenge him for that position. You see how the rear end, coming out of the corner there, forward will get a little bit squirrely on you. Got the momentum going into 1 and 2. And you get the power down here. 31's going a shorter distance, and that's how he's able to stay beside him. 61 got a little bit close to the wall. Looks like he lost a lot of momentum. Excuse me, not 61. The 6th, your leader, was Robertson. The battle right here. Take a look and see how the 88's going to come up here and try to help out the 68. He does. He clears him with that little bit of momentum. We're riding on board the onboard camera here at Dustin Wade out of Cincinnati, Ohio. He's up back beside the 31 again, trying to take the second position, and is successful. James Lee looking really sporty here tonight in the 54 as well. Texas seems to suit him. As you see the 31 gaining momentum on the outside, this battle between the 31 and the 68 just won't go away. The 54 and the 31 are going to start to fight it out for third place. All right, I'm going to take a quick look here. I don't think any of these guys have been on pit lane yet. No. Have not. Tremendous job by these drivers. They're 2 and 3 wide back here through the field. There's 27 of Timmy McAdam here battling with the 51. 51's trying to get up here with Gordon Spain and that monster 38 machine.
Sorry. Sorry, Luke.
Looks like early in the run, that bottom was really successful. But may not be as strong as the outside line as you age the tires. Now, that could swing both ways. We have dynamic track here in iRacing. So if most people are running that top line, it'll start to overheat or heat up more than the bottom. And then the predominant line or the faster line will begin to migrate back down low. You see I'm mixing up here. 88's thinking about taking it. 3 wide there. That's Mike Adamson. You can almost see the gears turning. Here he is again. Got that momentum on the high side. Maybe going to clear 54 this time. And does. Bud Light Machine is up to 4th place. Up 5 positions from where he began tonight. Oh no, he goes around. 54 gets into the left rear, and that is our second caution of the night. Oh, there's a car upside down. I think that's the 21 of Jesse Redding. And it is. He's still upside down.
Good job, Kelly.
20 laps in, and we have a pileup on the backstretch.
Can you tell me more right front looks like?
We have to go back and take a look at this. You're under caution.
That was good checking up, though, man.
Involved in this accident, you got Mike Adamson, Chris Gomes, Tim McAdam, Jonathan Osborne, Luke Chadwick, Andrew Cawthon, James Lee, maybe, and Jesse Redding. Let's go take a look.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, so 88's, on that outside line. 54 just comes up off the bottom. He's trying to get momentum on the bottom. Just clips him.
Hey, what happened?
And then that's where it goes. Completely. Oh, you see the 21 and how he ends up upside down. 123 gets a piece of this. And then there's the 10.
Yeah, I didn't know if you got any of that. I wasn't sure how you got, if you got any.
Go right on board with 21 machine.
Yeah, we're in locked out there.
Jesse Redding.
Around into the inside wall.
Coming out of 2 onto the backstretch. And this just lands in his lap. He has nowhere to go.
I got a fast repair, just had to tow.
Okay, cool.
Dave, I didn't even get any damage from that.
From the chopper cam.
Yeah, I got really tight, man. Sorry.
Nah, it's all good, dude.
Man, I got so many people involved there.
I'm not gonna lie, I might have closed my eyes.
I mean, a lot of cars involved in this. Let's see. These guys do have, don't go anywhere, folks, because if that was your favorite driver involved, they do have a fast repair. But only one should they find themselves in trouble like these drivers have here tonight. Most of which through no fault of their own. That's how it normally goes in racing. But look who's at the top of the leaderboard. Alberts Anderson. So there for the Anderson Nation out there. That Pennzoil machine is at the front. So that's he's made a good recovery. Started up front, second position. Just had a little issue with the slide, but did a well of a job keeping it from being a catastrophic event for his car. Still has his fast repair. And now he's going to lead us to the green on the next lap. You see that pace lights go out, and we do. And we're going to start going 2 by 2 to get ready for this race. So Albert Anderson's company, Tow Call, is the primary sponsor here in the Vanquish Series and also the Premier Series on Wednesday nights, and we thank him for that. And to show your support, if you ever find yourself, if I could get the right screen up here for you folks. If you ever find yourself in the Washington, D.C. area and you're in need of a tow, a jump start, you're locked out, or you need a tire change, get in touch with Tow Call. That's Albert's company. They have fast and friendly service, and they'll be out there to get you on your way as quickly as possible. But you can reach them via their email, towcallroadside@gmail.com. That's all together, towcallroadside@gmail.com. And again, we thank him for sponsoring both the series, and my overlays are going crazy here tonight. There we go. Back to normal. Should see this pace car pull off this time. We get back underway. Albert Anderson first, Trevor Robertson second, Jacob Elisha third, Dylan Bryant fourth, and Kelly Kill rounds out your top 5. Kelly's up 18 spots. If you may remember, he started with a penalty tonight, so fast here at Texas and up front. Here we go. Great start by that Pennzoil 99. He gets a good launch on that bottom. Going into 1 and 2, unchallenged essentially. 31 is up into second, having gotten around the 6 machine. He's going to be a force to reckon with here tonight. Working towards the outside while the 99 is going to remain low. 99's pulling just a bit as they make their way out of turn 2. "25 laps complete out of 133 laps here tonight." Looks like we're getting pretty well settled. We're all still pretty tightly running here. But while we have this chance, we're going to go through the field. Check out your favorite driver and where they're running. 99 machine there up. Albert Anderson top of the leaderboard right now. Looking good in that new paint scheme, with the Pennzoil paint scheme. Second place, the double big red machine of Jacob Elisha. Third, the Bucky's number 6, your pole sitter, Trevor Robertson. Fourth position, Dylan Bryant. Races with us out of Stem, North Carolina. Man looking to get out there in front of these guys. Hoping there's no kryptonite in their trucks that's going to keep him behind him as he's challenging right now for third. Kelly Kill in that Ford-sponsored racing machine, 01. Up 18 spots right now in 5th. Scott Roney, the 023 machine. Scott has one of our onboard cameras, in fact, here tonight. We'll get a quick look at that as we're going through the field. We'll show these guys. Scott's running the 6th, if I didn't mention it already. He's sporting the blue ambiance tonight. Usually he goes between the different colors. Keep meaning to ask him if does it coincide with his mood or the track or the vehicle type. I haven't noticed the pattern yet, so he's trying to make a move right now on Kelly Kill for that 5th position. He's there. George Rancon out of Cumming, Georgia, running an 8. Being passed right now by Gordon Spain, that 38 machine. Dave Mayberry also looking to make a move on the 28 early, and he's running. He's up 7 spots before he began the race. Timmy McAdler in the 27, he's in 10th, up 6 spots so far. Mike Everidge in the 82 in 11th. Right underneath Scott Miller to his outside in the 19 Bass Pro Shops machine. And the coolest looking paint scheme out here, the Coors Light Coors Banquet machine is the 123. John Gallagher running 13th. Being challenged towards the outside here by Dustin Wade. We saw earlier that Dustin also has an onboard camera for us. Nice perspective. Look at how how hard he's working behind the wheel here. Make no mistake about it, it gets hot. You see his computer in the background there. I'm sitting here, I'm not racing. So my graphics card is not even running as fast as these guys are spooling theirs up. It gets super hot. So you'll finish this race sweating. And then fighting that wheel as well with all the force feedback. Then on through the field, we got Chris Gomes. Don't know if he took his fast repair. We see the 9 Luke Chadwick making his way around him on the outside in the goodies machine. Chris looks like he's okay now from that earlier incident where he spun out in turn 2. John Shanebach running at number 12, running 17th. James Lee involved in an earlier incident, now in 18th. Tom Barris, the 35 VRN tow call machine, running 19th. Andrew Cawthon in at 10, that Budweiser machine in 20th. Jesse Redding, the 21, is in 21st. Jonathan Osborne has an onboard camera as well. As always, run that 81 machine. Races out of Woodbury, New Jersey. Right now, he's in 22nd position. Mike Adamson's not on the track right now. Don't know if this car looks okay. He was involved in that earlier incident. And that is through the field. Now we're back to the front again with your leader, Albert Anderson. Pretty much where we left off. Albert's leading. Jacob Alicia second. Trevor Robertson third. Dylan Bryant fourth. Orange Spain's now in fifth. Kelly Keel, who was in fifth, has dropped a couple of spots, now running in the 7th position. Race is on here between Trevor Robertson and the 51. 51 looks like he's going to get around, though. Let's take a look. These machines, these guys have all been on pit lane at least once. Looks like he's got a mixed bag of who took tires. Albert Anderson did take tires. Alicia didn't, and neither did Dylan Bryant. So they're doing a good job to be able to stay with these guys. At least it appears by the pit lane time that they took tires. And what we estimated before the race, that they could run about 28 laps on a tank of fuel. 51's going for this position here. Round of 31, looking to make his way into second position.
'99 putting in this time.
'99 just called out that he's going on pit lane. That's your leader.
99 putting in.
'51's going to take over. 31 right there with him. That's lap 39. You see Albert going down pit lane. Let's see when these other guys were last on. They were on at like 21. They're going to go another 28 laps. That means around lap 49. So they're going to go for another 10 laps. So Albert's completely off sequence with these guys, which may work into his favor at the end of this race, depending on how it goes, as far as whether or not it's green or not. Back in here, look at this hornet's nest. Guys are getting after it pretty good here. Right over the shoulder with Jesse Redding here. Coming up on the 1. All these guys here from Tom Barish, actually from Andrew Cawthon here, all back or a lap down right now, including Albert Anderson, but he just pit. John Gallagher trying to make his way around here, around the 9. On the outside, oh! See that 12 of Shanebacher just slamming the wall. Let's see if he has any negative effects based on that. Right side of his car looks a little scuffed up, but it looks straight overall. Ways down the back stretch, maybe trying to see what kind of grip he has, if he has damage or not. He's going to be okay. Still holding down 15th. Looking to take 14th from Luke Chadwick. John Gallagher looking underneath the 21 here. Coming out of 4. It's a good run off. You see he's got that momentum there. Going to get out of the throttle just a bit. I think he thought the 21 was going to come down a little bit more. As you see the 01 and the 1 right together. This is 3 wide right now. Who's going to lift?
I think it's because you guys were just scared of me.
01 almost. He does touch the wall just a bit, but keeps it pretty much out of it. Pretty sketchy there for a moment. 3 wide again. You see the 99 go underneath the 12. '99's on much fresher tires. And actually a lap down to these guys at the moment. Back up front, Jacob Alicia's taking over the lead. Whenever we saw the 99 go into the pit lane. Actually, I want to say the 51 took it over when 99 hit pit lane, and now Alicia has overcome the 51. 6 is right there off the rear deck. These cars are not getting anywhere away from each other. So depending on how the strategy works out, these 3 could be racing for the win, or it could be the 99 and those on his strategy. Take a quick look at the chat here, see what we have going on out there.
Milner called the lead. The 12 pit cars pitting.
And Wade saying, focus, Wade. Asking, she's rooting for 68. Started in the top 10, wants him to stay there. Where's he at right now? He's in 8th. He's doing his job, Amanda. She's cheering him on. Go, let's see. Lori's saying hello to the Andersons. We got Edith Anderson Sr. I think maybe his other sister's in here already too. Let me take a look. Tia Kitchen, I mentioned that. Kitchen and Grill. Got Tim McCain out there saying, hey gang, made it. Good luck to everyone. Good luck to the 27. That's his son, Timmy McAdam. Lori's saying hello to everyone. Edith Anderson, like I mentioned, hello to her. She's saying hello. So is Kathy A. She's here as well. I'm pulling for Albert Anderson. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being here. See, that battle for second position is on between Trevor Robertson and Dylan Bryant. Like Robertson's going to have it for right now. Coming on again, strong here towards the end. Saving his tires for the end. So let's see, I want to say they're just over. We did have a caution in there, so we should see these guys going to pit lane here soon.
27 pitting at 10.
Here's Timmy McAdam saying he's going to pit lane this time by. DM coming down. Looks like the 01 of Kelly Kills also going to make his way. Oh, he almost runs over Timmy McAdam and spins out to move to stay off of his rear deck. Recovers pretty quick though.
68 this time.
No damage.
29 pitting, 29 in.
Let me go back and Take a quick look at that if we can.
54 this time.
Nope. Back it up here. Let's take a look. He comes in. He's trying to make up as much time as he can, which is what you want to do. Notices the 27 is significantly slower than he is and pulls it to the outside. Now, I wonder if he had not. He went inside the commitment cone, which is that orange box you see right there, and didn't cross the speed line, which is further up. Those yellow cones. I don't see them actually right now. Don't know if he ended up with a black, but he didn't hit anything. And he didn't hit the 27, so that's good. As you see, the leaders are on pit lane now. Dylan Bryant, a 31 machine. Let's see. Jacob Alicia. He's coming back out, actually. He's already received his service. But Bryant, Rincon, Gallagher, Lee, Cawthon, Barish, and Keel all still in pit lane. I think Kelly Keel may have had a penalty, and that's why he was probably held there. 51 is going to come back out second right now. Albert Anderson's passing him, so Albert just took over second. Luke Chadwick's on pit lane, so Albert Anderson is going to take over the lead here. He's out here all by himself for the moment. Now he's going to have about 10 laps, actually more, older tires than these guys because he was last on pit lane at lap 38. Yeah, significantly older tires. By about, let's see, 16 laps. That's a lot. Anderson has about a 4-second advantage over second place Alicia, but that's steadily going to come down here with such a tire deficit. And it looks like Anderson may be the only one on this current strategy. So he probably took a gamble after having trouble on the first 5 laps. He had a half spin, put him to the back of the field. He had to gamble to get back up front. What he needs now is a caution while he's up front so he can get reset and on equal footing with these other leaders. Looks like we made it through the pit stops. With that, we're going to go back through the field, starting with your leader, Albert Anderson. Nick Relish is trying to chase him down and doing it pretty quick. He's already under 2 seconds, running second at 31. Dylan Bryant, third. Joe Robson, fourth position. Mike Adamson out of Melbourne, Kentucky. He's running fifth, up 14 spots, having a great run here from the back. Chris Goins has now recovered to where he started the race. Sixth position, racing out of Charlotte, North Carolina in that high tide hospitality machine. Warren Spain is in seventh in that 38 monster machine. Jimmy McAdam, we almost saw him get wrecked going into pit lane there. He's currently running in eighth. Got Roney running in ninth position. Dave Mayberry, Tucson, Arizona, running 10th. He's challenged right now by George Rincon, passing him for 10th. Dustin Wade in the 68. He's in 12th position. Better get back up at the top 10 there, Dustin. Think you're going to hear about it, buddy. Let's see if she's hitting him about the head and shoulders here. I don't know if she is or not. He's looking okay right now. Very focused. He's back up to 11th now, so he had to make a pit stop. Clearly, he's going to be running through the field here. Josh Schaenbacher is in the 12th position. Gallagher running 14th. Milner 15th. You see the 9 looking to get around the outside in that Goodies Headache machine, Luke Chadwick. Andrew Cawthon, 17th. Kelly killed in that Ford Performance machine. I don't think we've talked about Kelly tonight, but he also has an onboard camera for us. Three-screen setup, even with an iPad monitor down there at the bottom as well. Really working that throttle, save those tires, save that fuel, keep it out of the wall. James Lee and the Toyota factory machine, running 19th. Tom Bearish, 35, is in 20th. Races with us out of Pass Christian, Mississippi. And Jesse Redding out of Knoxville, Iowa, running 21st. I think that's twice tonight that I called out Jesse in the 21, running in 21st position. Barry's on pit lane there. Take a look at Jonathan Osborne out of Woodbury, New Jersey, running in the 21st position now that I think maybe he hit pit lane. Actually, he's battling Jesse Redding for the 20th position now. That's it. Dave Mayberry's on pit lane. Now he's coming off pit lane. Don't know if that was a regularly scheduled stop or not. Nick Militia has overtaken Albert Anderson for the lead, as well as Dylan Bryant. Trevor Robertson had made it past Albert, but Albert, like I mentioned, he is running a deficit on his tires.
Kelly.
Yeah, you bet.
And you can see the difference. How much he's lost as far as time to these guys. He doesn't even see them anymore. He's running fourth and can't even see Trevor Robertson. How much new tires are worth to you, especially 16 lap fresher tires. Oh, it came right when we saw Timmy McAdam hit the wall out there. He hit that pretty good.
All right, thank you.
I was looking for some passing action for you, and it came in just at the moment. Got a little bit of bad luck there. Go back just a little bit and see if we can catch that when it happens. Don't know that this was far enough back. Here we go. He slammed that wall a ton. I'd be shocked if he didn't have a little bit of right front damage. That it right there. Nope, was not it. Hard to find this because it didn't register as an incident. We saw it happen in real time. I think that was it right there. Yep, here it is. He's loose in the corner. Coming out of 4 right now. 123 is underneath him, so he can't really... You know, it looked a lot worse from the other angle, but he definitely hit the wall pretty good. Like he's going to be okay. Albert's in pit lane again. On a different cycle. The rest of these guys. See where this is going to put him. So he's going in at lap 69. I think I told you that he was able to run, what was that number? About 28 laps on fuel. That should put him in lap 97. Where he has to pit again. And then if he pits around 97, that's going to put him at only 125 laps. So pretty rough. I think he's gonna need a caution maybe to get back into this on equal footing, or have an incredible fuel savings on both of these next 2 runs. Watch this battle here. George Rincon looking to get around Scott Roney in the 023. Underneath him right now, coming out of 4. See another battle right behind him between the one, it's like the 68 and the 12. 023 is able to hold off George at the moment. Dustin Wade's back up to 8th. And just so you know, Amanda, you also see it in the tower, I'm sure. 72 laps complete right now. This is the closest action on the track. Like it settled out just a bit here. Oh. Folks, I think we just lost our feed. You can still hear me. I will get that pulled back up for you. iRacing just dumped out on us. Yep, we're still working here. Let's get that up for you. The unfortunate part is I may end up losing my overlay, so keep your fingers crossed. This happens from time to time. If there's a delay, just suddenly we had a spike and we lost our feed. Apologize for that. It's almost back up. %90.
27 pitting.
All right, we're back up. Let's see if it's work out for us here. Going to see the cars pop back in. They're re-uploading their paint schemes. Give that just a moment. Like we still got the telemetry, so that's a good news. Sometimes that will drop out if you have a glitch like that.
Twelve is pitting. 12 is pitting.
Here we go. All right, we'll be back. We recovered, folks. That's good. We'll take a look at Chris Goins right now, running in 3rd position, racing here with Gordon Spain. Jacob Alicia is still your leader in that 31. Go through the field and reset it so you can see where everyone's at with that, having had that glitch there. Dylan Bryant, 2nd. Chris Goins, like I mentioned, up to 3rd, but being challenged by Gordon Spain on the outside. Actually, Chris is going to hit pit lane right now. Gordon Spain took over 3rd. You saw him go around. Scott Roney, no 2-3, is in 4th.
31 in.
George Rincon right behind him in that 28. Dustin Wade's in 6th. Don Gallagher in a 123 is in 7th. See a 99 right there, but that's not for position right now.
19.
Luke Chadwick in the 9 is running 8th. Scott Milner, 9th position. You guys are all starting to go down pit lane. Jacob Alicia, your leader's on pit lane. Dylan Bryant, Gordon Spain,
023
Dustin
good
Wade,
pit, 023
Scott
was
Milner,
dead.
Mike Everidge, James Lee, Jonathan Osborne, all in pit lane right now. George Rincon is assumed to lead.
Going in this time, Trevor.
All right, so this is lap 81. Let's see. Let's take a look and see. We were looking at what Albert was going to have to do. Albert Anderson, that is.
10's bidding.
I want to see where we think the 31 machine is going to kind of fall out. Just Jacob Alicia. He just hit pit lane. Lap 79. Next stop would come around 107, which would be his last. And have to go in again. He's 2 laps to the good right now. So that would be why we think, I think, Albert Anderson is going to need a caution at some point to get back on even ground. The 31 getting around the 19 here. 19 goes way high in the corner there. I thought he was going to go up to the wall. Luke Chadwick was leading, now he's on pit lane, which should hand the lead over to Jacob Alicia as he comes around off the backstretch.
'21 this time. 21.
And it does, as you see him cross the stripe there, passing a Chadwick while he's on pit lane. Pretty well spread out at the moment on the track. As you can see from the track map, we are all over the place here. So if you haven't already, folks, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Helps out these drivers, helps out the channel. Hit the notification bell as well. We have special events like we have coming up tomorrow. As I mentioned, the Sebring 12-hour endurance event. We have 2 teams from VRL that are going to be racing in that beginning at 12 noon tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. And I want to mention our primary sponsor for both of our series right now. So Vigilante Racing League has 2 series. Wednesday night, Premier Series in the Craftsman Trucks,
29 in, 29
and
in.
then the Vanquish Series, which is an ARCA series here on Friday nights. Both of these series go live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they're sponsored by Tow Call. So if you live in the Washington D.C. metro area, find yourself in need of a tow, a jump start, you have a lockout, or need a tire change, get in touch with Tow Call via their email, towcallroadside@gmail.com. That's all together, towcallroadside@gmail.com. They will be out with fast, friendly service and get you back on your way. I mentioned the 2 series. If you're looking to grid up with us and race with us, get in touch with Lori. For this series here, the Vanquish Series, actually both of them are going to be the same Facebook and Discord contacts for both series. But the Friday night league, like I mentioned, is the ARCA Cars, 9 p.m. Eastern. You want to join the grid and race with these guys? Let her know. You can't contact us through iRacing. You have to go through Facebook or Discord. And the Discord is a screening Discord, so don't be surprised no one's in there. As soon as you pop in, she'll get in touch with you. So that's Friday night. And then, like I mentioned, on Wednesday nights, we have the Premier Series, racing for the VRL Cup in the Craftsman Trucks. All right, just to kind of reset, we have Jacob Alicia now. Top of the board. We mentioned we thought he was going to be tough when we saw how he came out the gate tonight. And right now, he has a 1.3 second advantage over second place, Dylan Bryan, as we're coming to 89 laps complete. Actually, to complete lap 88 and begin 89. Michael Adams out there saying hello to everyone. Night ended early for him. Hey, Mike. And is out there. Keep it up, 68. See where he's running right now. Going through the cycle is in 21st at the moment. Actually, he's not on the track. I don't know if something happened with Dustin Wade. I'll go back and see if I can find something. Probably one of the closest running two cars right here, right now, is John Gallagher and Scott Roney. Both these cars recently on pit lane. Roney on at lap 80, and then George Rincon at 81. So he has a 1 lap tire advantage. As I go in search of Dustin Wade, I see he jumped to the pits here. Let's go take a look at this and went off track. So there was an incident that was not a caution. You see the 68 is running with Jonathan Osborne here. Oh, he just nails that wall coming out of 4. Maybe got a little arrow tight, goes through the grass, and then hits the inside retaining wall, and that's what really messed up his left front. He's going to jump to pit lane here instead of driving all the way around. So, unfortunately, sorry, Amanda, what happened to Dustin there. That 68 machine.
Okay, George, I'll follow for a little while now.
That is unfortunate. Hate
Been
that
a
for
lot of
him.
fun, though.
I think we've been going back and forth for 50 laps.
Yeah, he's going to be out for the night. Camera's gone as well. All right, let's reset. Looks like we only have about 11 cars on the lead lap. Jacob Alicia here is your leader. You see the distance Dylan Bryant's going to have to cover to get up back up to him. He's just under 2 seconds. See what the difference in tires are. They're on the same pit strategy. They both took tires on the last time they were on pit lane at lap 79. Trevor Robertson. Here, your pole sitter, he's in 3rd right now out of McCrory, Arkansas. He has a 3-lap deficit on his tires to your 2 leaders. Albert Anderson is up here in 4th again, but he's going to have to pit soon. Chris Goins, 5th position. Gordon Spain out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. He's running in 6th. John Shanebachler, 7th position.
Thank you for letting me lead now.
Got Ronnie 023 out of Salt Lake City, Utah. Followed closely by George Rincon, 9th. 123 of John Gallagher out of Roseville, California, 10th position. Luke Chadwick running 11th. Oh, it's a piece of that wall. You saw him coming out of 4.
99 putting
Seen
it
that a
on.
few times. We saw it with the 68 a little bit earlier. Tires start to give up. 1 lap to the next, and suddenly you're in the wall. Scott Milner of Pittsburgh, Indiana, running 12th. I just heard the 99 hitting pit lane for his service. He's off cycle with these guys, like we mentioned. As we look at Mike Everidge out of Melbourne, Kentucky, running in 13th. Jimmy McAdam, that 27 machine, running 14th. Andrew Cawthon out of Bartow, Florida, running in the 15th position. James Lee out of Villa Rica, Georgia. Got that 54 and 16th. Jonathan Osborne running 17th. It's right where he qualified tonight. Jesse Redding right now racing next to the 51. I don't think that's for position. Is not. Dylan's in 2nd. And Jesse Redding's in 18th. Dave Mayberry's running 19th. Tom Bear's on pit lane. Like he's got damage. That must have happened to him.
Take the bottom here, Dave.
We'll jump back up to the front here. To your leader, Jacob Alicia, who's enjoying just over a 2-second lead over Dylan Bryant here at the moment. Dylan Bryant's doing a great job staying within 2 seconds of the leader, considering he has a few laps older tires than he does. Actually, I'm going to take another look at that. I may be wrong. Yeah, actually, no. He's on the same lap as Trevor Robertson in third, who has a 3-lap disadvantage. See what happened to Tom Bears here. Oh, he's dead into the wall right here already. So back it up just a bit. Coming out of 4 again. We've seen this many times tonight. Gets a little piece of it. Pulls off, but then he must have had wheel damage because he could not turn, it appears. They probably incurred the wheel damage here. Tries to turn, not able to turn, and just goes right into that outside wall. Surprising that was not a caution. He does get it off the racing line pretty quick. And right into that inside retaining wall. See your leader hitting that wall just like these other guys were. Was behind the 27 at the time, so it might be a little arrow push on that one. See the 27 way up wide out there. Only a handful of cautions at the beginning of this race. Lori's out there saying she hates that for Wade, Dustin Wade, that is, when he had his accident. That's a turn 4 claimed another tribute. Well, we just lost the wrong transition here.
Another tribute for the wall.
Now we haven't had an opportunity to talk to any of these drivers. They've been clean and green for the most part here tonight. 104 complete of 133. Dylan Bryant's closing in ever so slightly on Jacob Alicia. Dipping under 2 seconds here a couple different times. That 51 machine there, Superman's trying to put his cape out. See about catching this first place position. He goes right back outside of 2 seconds again. So it's just kind of a seesaw battle. These guys are on equal tires. Going to come down probably who can get on and off pit lane with the greatest efficiency. And then race it out from there. They should be going to the pit lane any time now for their last stop. John Schaenbacher's on pit lane. This should be his last stop of the night. But that's starting to pull everyone else in is the question. He's the only one at the moment. Everyone's pretty well spread out. A few seconds in between each, except for like Luke Chadwick here. He's within half a second of Gallagher right in front of him. And then you got Scott Roney, who was within half a second of Gordon Spain just in front of him. But see, you can see how much that is on the track. Not really that close. Jacob Alicia now on pit lane, your leader. Taking it down for the last time, likely. Dylan Bryant's going to run it long here. Maybe in the hopes of having slightly fresher tires than his number one competitor. And we're getting down to it. Let's see what happens here. Is he going to go in this time? He is. Choosing not to give up too much advantage
54 this time.
of the new tires for Jacob Alicia while still having a 1-lap advantage. So we'll see how this works out for him. Alicia just now coming off pit lane. His overall stop was a 14.63 seconds. on pit lane. Let's see if Dylan Bryant's able to do better. In the box now.
Oh, 23 is going to pit. Oh, 23 will pit.
All right, let's take a look here. So for Bryant,
9 pitting.
he actually had a slightly slower stop at just over 15 seconds. Making his way off pit lane now. So with Scott Roney and Luke Chadwick, who has assumed the lead, they're going on pit lane right now. This should hand over top spot here to Jacob Alicia as he comes out of forward across the stripe.
I'll stay high, Dylan, in this turn.
And it does.
Tampa.
All right, 24 laps to go here, folks.
10 pitting in.
We had a couple guys. We saw that the 88 machine was out of the race early. I think he's still available for interview. So I'm going to get a quick interview with Mike Adamson with All-Star Racing. I think he's in there helping out his guys. He is a teammate of second place runner Dylan Bryant. So likely spotting for some of these guys. Might get some insight on what's happening here. Hey, Mike Adamson's Alan in the booth, buddy. You got me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I saw you in the chat there saying, hey, early night for you. What happened? I saw the incident that you were involved in. Had you already used your fast repair?
No, I had it unchecked, and when I got there, I had a meatball flag, and once I got to the pit, it wouldn't. I got out of the car, back in the car, it just wouldn't let me use my fast repair.
Okay, roger that. Well, I'm sure you're probably in there trying to help out your teammates. You are the teammate of Dylan Bryant running in second place. He went in one lap later than the 31. Right now, he's 3.25 seconds behind. What are you hearing? Give us some intel. Does he think he's going to be able to get up there in 22 laps and challenge for this victory?
Yeah, I think he will. You know, one lap, fresher tires. Dylan's pretty smart, so I think he'll have a shot at it.
All right, and as we get ready, since you got knocked out of this one, how are you feeling about next week as we make our way to the Tricky Triangle in Pocono?
Pocono, that's one of my favorites. So as long as I can stay out of trouble, I should be all right there. That's another one of my favorite tracks.
All right, man. While we have you, haven't talked to you in a while in the booth. Do you have any shout-outs for teams, fans, or family since you're up here?
I'll thank my teammates, Albert, James, Dylan, Tom, all the boys at All-Star Racing. Unfortunately, just a tough night, blow. But we'll get it back next week. Brush it off. We'll get back to it.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, thanks for talking to me real quick. I hadn't had a lot of opportunities to talk to anybody since this is pretty green. Even with a couple incidents that went down to the infield, they kept it out of the racing line. So, but look forward to seeing you maybe on the top step of the podium at Pocono.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Take care.
Yes, sir.
That was Adamson, Mike Adamson, the 88 machine, having been out of the race just a bit early tonight and had some bad luck. With that, also, I have another I can interview, which is going to be Kelly Kill, perhaps. He is still around as we are now 18 laps to go in this race. Pull him up here and get a word. Hey, Kelly Kill, sound in the booth, but you got me.
Hey, I got you.
Hey, man. So, rough night for you. What happened?
Just ran out of talent. That's about it. Just ran out of talent.
Well, how are you feeling about Pocono next week?
That's even worse, man.
Even
I
worse.
feel about Pocono.
I just figured I'd ask the question to see if you felt like you had gotten any better there.
Oh no, especially in this car. I love the car. I don't practice enough. So, but we'll see what happens. But,
well, it's been a while since I had you in the booth during the race or on the podium. So, while I have a chance, do you have any shouts for teams, fans, or family while you're here?
no, just Trevor, You know, hopefully he's gets a good finish here. Just had me look at his car. Looks clean to me. I said go get him, but he thinks he might be out of fuel. Yeah, he doesn't think he's got enough to get to the end, but we'll see. Yeah, just you and Lori putting on a good show here. Everybody in the league does a good job, so we'll see what happens.
All right, buddy. Hey, thanks for taking the opportunity to talk to me, and I can feel some content here for the viewers.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, man. We look forward to seeing you at Pocono. Hopefully you're wrong and you find some magic there.
Well, you know, we'll get some practice in. I'll try to get some practice in. That's the thing right there. I got to get some practice.
All right, buddy. Again, thanks for talking to us, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, see you, man.
Yeah. Kelly Kill having a little bit of a rough night tonight. Not really feeling much better about Pocono next week, but we'll see how he does. We're kind of just rolling around the field here, looking for some excitement, any kind of passing that we can find for you guys. Right now, this looks like the closest racing on the track. You're looking at George Rincon here, right behind Andrew Cawthon. That's for position. Let's see if there's a difference in the tire wear here. Yeah, actually, Cawthon's got 2-lap advantage over George. And George is hanging tough, though, even with that slight disadvantage on tires. Going to the outside now. That is George Rincon, that 28. If he can get to his right rear corner, he might have a chance to hold momentum. He's pretty much there. Drag race down the backstretch. Loses momentum out of 3 and 4. The 10 has the advantage on the bottom, but here he comes again. I think he had to get it out of the throttle right there just a bit, thinking the 10 was going to come all the way up to the wall. Back even again as they go into 1 and 2. He's able to get an advantage going in 1 and 2 and then down the backstretch, but then he loses a little bit here in 3 and 4 on that outside line. Not as much this time so far. Game of inches.
First off, stay high in 1 here.
Just still not able to get there. 10 gets the advantage and is able to slide up in front of him, but the 20 is going to go to the bottom. The blocking move from the 10. Looking to take away that clean air on the bottom.
Yes, sir.
Best battle on the track right now, folks. Not missing anything up front. Jacob Alicia's out to a 2.2-second advantage. So Bryant's able to chop that down from 3.5 roughly seconds down to just over 2. But he only has 9 laps to get it done to get back up there and maybe challenge for this victory. So outside of a caution, not likely that Jacob Alicia is going to be overtaken here outside of a mistake by Alicia or a caution. You see right now, the moment Andrew Cawthon has the advantage over the 28. 28 had a really good opportunity on that outside to maybe take over, but a 10 fought back on the inside and maintained his position in 11th. Like Albert Anderson's on pit lane here with 7 laps to go, giving up his spot in 8th. So he gave an opportunity, but really that first mistake at the beginning where he got sideways put him behind the 8 ball, and he has not been able to have the brakes he needed to recover from that tonight. Back up front, Jacob Alicia handily walking away with this victory. Just at the over 2 seconds in front of Dylan Bryant, the 51. Coming to 5 laps to go here in a second. Here's your leader. Dylan Bryant in the 51 Superman machine is in second. Your pole sitter, Trevor Robertson, been running third most of the night after taking the top step on speed. Chris Gomes up 2 spots, running fourth. John Shanebacher in fifth. Gordon Spain, sixth. Scott Roney, seventh. Luke Chadwick in eighth. Scott Milner in the 19. Albert Anderson off pit lane, running in 10th. So that's actually pretty fortunate considering. I mean, look, I don't think he did not take tires and just took enough fuel to make it. So that's a smart play to try and get salvage the best finish he can. Running right now in the 10th position. Looks like he's about 11 seconds in front of Andrew Cawthon. 4 laps to go. That's your top 10 as they run. Really, these guys are really spread out across this track. You can see right now. The cars on the lead lap are only the top 7.
Jacob, you save enough fuel?
And I hear some of the drivers now talking about whether or not they have enough fuel to make it down to 2 laps to go. They're going to have to live with what they have. Leader takes to 2 lap to go. Lap here, the penultimate lap here.
Sorry, my mouth's a little dry. I was spitting in the.
He goes around the 81.
That's what I thought.
Keep going, George.
Into
I'm not
3 and
gonna
4.
go underneath your passes. Keep going, buddy.
Looking for that white flag. That's all he wants to see right now. And he's got
I'm
it.
like
The next
5
flag will
laps
end the
down.
race. No overtime here tonight, folks. Down through 1 and 2 for the final time. You can see the 51 back there, just not close enough at 1.5 seconds. Made up a lot of ground, Dylan Bryant did, but he's just not going to get there.
Fuel strategy.
The 31 comes out of 3 and 4. Looking at the checkered flag, congratulations to the 31, Jacob Alicia, bringing home the victory here tonight. Great job. Up 2 spots from where he began, started 3rd, brings it home, top step of that podium. We'll see if he gives us some burnouts to go along with this win. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to talk to Jacob Alicia in just a moment.
Yeah, nice job, Jacob.
Your champion here tonight. As we get him pulled up into the green room.
Hey, good win, Jacob.
You hear congratulations on the radio by his league mates.
scare you there, Superman? Back of your car helped you win.
Nah.
Good job tonight, Jacob.
Give us a nice burnout here, celebrating in that double minute gun, big red machine. Gonna do the Alan Kulwicki reverse lap now. Let's see his burnouts again. Yeah, did a great job here tonight. And we have him now ready for the booth, folks. Here's your champion here tonight, Mr. Jacob Alicia, having brought it home. Top step of the podium. Hey, Jacob, man, congratulations on winning here tonight at Texas. How are you?
Hey, Alan, I'm feeling great, man. I love racing at Texas, and I got my chance to shine, and it all worked out for me today.
Well, you definitely crushed it. I mentioned early on that you looked really sporty and fast, and the way this worked out for you, I mean, it wasn't a strategy play whatsoever. It was just straight speed. There were not any cautions to bail anyone out, and you just took it to them tonight, man. It had to feel pretty good.
It definitely did. Texas ran a lot like our last week's track, and I knew being technical and didn't overdrive it, knew if I could get myself out front, that I would just be able to keep myself out front, and really nailed the first pit stop and was able to ride that for the rest of the way.
Yeah, it looked like it was maybe going to be a battle between you and Dylan Bryant there for the win. He was able to stay within a few points, or actually one position of you, so you didn't gain a whole lot on him in the championship, although you did gain on him. You came into this one in P3. Most likely you're going to actually come out of it in P2 at a minimum. So how are you feeling about the championship, and how are you feeling about next week's race at Pocono?
Well, wouldn't you know it, I'm really great at Pocono, so I don't know, 3P, maybe. The championship race is so tight, man, that I got rear-ended on like lap 12, and it gave me a 2X, and that really stung, because you get that bonus for having 0 incidents. I didn't have any incidents the rest of the race, so unfortunately that's going to be some points that I don't get. I'm going to need every single one I can get to win this thing.
Yeah, for sure. You would have had a total of a +7 with that, and that's important. These guys race, that's why it's important not to have any incidents, and sometimes you just cannot. It has nothing to do with you. You're just a victim of someone else's circumstances, and that's racing though, man. But yeah, before I let you go, how do you feel about the overall picture? We're halfway through the season. We only have a few races left. Do you think you can get there and bring home the trophy this time? Again,
it's gonna take a big effort. There's some really good drivers in this field, man, and they don't want to let me have it. So you got to be a little bit lucky to win championships, and the best way to win championships is to win races. So I'm on the right path. It's still gonna be close though, man, real close.
Yeah, I know for sure. Hey, but before I let you go, do you have any shout outs for teams, fans, or family?
I just shout out to you and Lori this week, man. You guys do a lot for putting all of the Vigilante leagues together, and it's just a real sweet and awesome league, and I love racing in it. I come back every week because it's a fun league.
Oh, hey, man, we appreciate that, man. We look forward to seeing what you're going to do at Pocono. You threw your marker down there and said, hey, man, I'm good there too. Maybe it's going to be a 3-peat, so trifecta might be in your future. Hell, it worked out for 2311 at the beginning of the in real life season, so we'll see if it works out here for you.
All right, man, let's see it.
All right, man, have a good night.
Thanks.
And that was your champion here tonight, Mr. Jacob Alicia, bringing it home, top step of the podium. Looking for maybe a 3-peat going into next week at Pocono. I'm not going to be shocked if that happens either. So make sure you tune in next week for that, and we'll see if he's able to pull it off. I'm going to take another quick check on the chat. Like a great race, everyone. Lori's congratulating everyone for the job they did on tonight's race. Actually, that's a great point. They had, I think, we might have had 3 cautions, maybe 2, but to have it run clean like that, really only a little bit of issues at the very beginning, and then they took it the rest of the way. I'm just look at the rest of this here. Let's get into the race results before we get out of here, folks. So you figure out where your favorite driver finished. All right, Jacob Alicia, top step of that podium, bringing it home and number 1. Next up, Dylan Bryant, 2nd. Trevor Robertson, 3rd. Chris Gomes, 4th. John Shanebacher, 5th. Gordon Spain, 6th. Scott Roney, 7th. Luke Chadwick in 8th. 9th place, Scott Milner. 10th was Albert Anderson, so that was a good finish for Albert, considering he was off cycle like that. Was able to run fast enough and have good pit stops to be able to bring it home within the top 10. 11th, Andrew Cawthon. 12th, George Rincon. 13th, James Lee. 14th, Jonathan Osborne. 15th, Mike Everidge. Timmy McAdam in 16th. 17th, John Gallagher. 18th, Jesse Reddy. 19th was Dave Mayberry. Tom Barish in 20th. Dustin Wade 21st. A little bit of bad luck for Dustin. Kelly Keel 22nd. Mike Adamson 23rd. And Dylan Bryant did not take the grid here tonight. And those are your results for round 8, folks. And so it's officially in the books. So now we're moving on to Pocono. As I mentioned, make sure you don't forget to tune in next Friday, the 3rd of April at 8:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But until then, race fans, remember, stay sharp, stay fast, and above all else, stay vigilante. And we'll see you next time. Good night.
This ain't your mama's racing stream.